Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Star Wars Infinite's Return of the Jedi. Now, the Infinite series was meant to be like what-if stories from 4, 5, and 6. Like, what if the Death Star never got blown up? What if Luke died on Hoth? And this one is meant to tell what if the rescue attempt with Han Solo went wrong. And I think it's a shame we never got ones for 1, 2, and 3. Like, what if Qui-Gon died in the Trade Federation ship? What if Padme got assassinated? And what if Count Dooku never died on the Separatist ship? And the cover mainly has Boba Fett and Princess Leia getting ready for action, with the Millennium Falcon close by. And the story starts off with Vader saying, "We have heard rumors of the rebel fleet missing at Solest, my master. They are of no concern at the moment, Lord Vader. I have a task for you. I need you to go to the Dagobah system." And we kind of see how Vader asks why, but says all in due time. And of course, we kind of see how on a planet, we see how Leia, also Lando, and Chewie look for a guy they need answers for Boba Fett, with him saying, "Maybe you can come back when I'm less busy, huh? It wasn't a request. Oh, I get it. She's the nice one, and you're the hard case. And the furbo, which one is he?" And we kind of see how they force him to give them the answers, and pretty much now they know where Boba Fett is on a abandoned space port. And of course, that they mainly leave him be. And of course, we see how on Dagobah, Luke learns to his dismay that Yoda has died. And Yoda's saying, "There is much to learn, there is. Yoda? Trained well you have. No need to. You need. Then I am a Jedi." And we kind of see how both Yoda's spirit as well as Obi-Wan's come together to let him know that his training's been complete, but there was one thing they wanted to let him know, that Leia was his sister. And of course, even knowing that he can't risk Leia getting hurt, and knowing that he has to kind of know deep down to help his father. And of course, we see how on the spaceport, we see how Boba Fett meets with an Imperial officer and some stormtroopers, giving them Han Solo to use as bait. And we see Boba Fett saying, "Don't be stupid. Bite you want? Him, because his friends will come for him." "Oh, of course." And this is kind of like we see how Leia and Lando and that are getting ready to kind of get ready for when Boba Fett slips up, and wants to know if Han's in Slave 1. But of course, we also see how back on Dagobah, Luke wanting to leave Leia one message, and of course tries to head back to where the Rebel fleet is, but before jumping to hyperspace, gets taken in a tractor beam by one of the Star Destroyers, and of course leaves another message to basically let know where Luke is. And we see how an Imperial officer says, "Lord Vader, the ship was able to transmit a message before he could jam its signal. Then it is fortunate for you that the Emperor does not care if Skywalker's friends know he has been captured," and kind of lets him know to kind of keep Luke safe. But of course, we also see how back on the sort of forest-like planet, we kind of see how Boba Fett gives the know-how on what he wants and his demands. But of course, we kind of see how Leia tries to gun down Boba Fett and saying, "Drop your weapons now, Princess Leia." "Oh no, you spunk, Princess. But did you really think you take all of us alone?" "What makes you think I'm alone?" And of course, we see the Millennium Falcon getting ready, and we see how Boba Fett tries to kind of shoot down Lando Calrissian. And of course, we also see how Leia has to kind of get Boba Fett off the ship, and even blasting an Imperial cruiser. And as we see Boba Fett trying to get off to the ship, we kind of see how Leia blasts it. We kind of see how Boba Fett gets thrown off and ends up kind of getting badly injured. and dying. And we see how he tries to kind of get what they want from Boba Fett. And we see how Leia goes into Slave One to kind of help Han and take the ship with them, knowing there'll be no time in case other Imperial officers come looking for them. And we see how Lando gets the kind of fail-safes from Boba Fett's armor to help Leia get out. And we see how Leia takes Slave One and that. And on the Imperial ship, we see Vader saying, "I've come once more to offer you the chance to rule the galaxy by my side. That's an offer I'll never accept. You should consider it." And points out that they are going to be meeting the Emperor, and yeah, ending the story. So I think the story is sort of okay. Like I said, I know the point of Infinite is meant to tell a alternative story from Return of the Jedi. But yeah, I give them credit that they do at least Boba Fett better here than what they did with Episode 6. Him sort of getting knocked down and thrown into the Sarlacc pit. But I think here having his death be a bit more better made sense. And I get it, yeah, the point of Luke in Episode 6 was meant to come to terms with what Anakin was and what Vader was. And the point of him setting up a new Jedi Order in the original continuity was not making similar mistakes that the old one did. As the point of the other Jedi that survived Order 66 would have advised Luke to follow a different path. So I think the story still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, but still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.